So I got a screening to Insidious 2 last week. I saw the movie on Thursday of last week. And, when I went into the movie, I was hoping for a big crowd because I like, audience reactions. It helps me really get into the movie more. Usually if, I'm in a theater and there's supposed to be this big scare, but no one screams or anything and it's just silent, it kind of kills the mood for me a little bit. So I was hoping for, a nice, full theater full of people who react and scream appropriately. But you gotta be careful what you wish for, because the people in my theater were the worst people ever, and they reacted a lot. There were some big reactions, and they were the wrong ones. Now, yes, a lot of them were screaming and I guess having a good time with the movie, but they were having too much fun. My audience laughed at this movie, or I guess they maybe thought they were laughing with it, I don't know, like it was some hilarious fucking comedy. And I'm not saying, whenever they tried to be scary. I mean, they did that when it tried to be scary. They would hoot and holler and scream so fucking loud, it was louder than the movie. But at scenes where nothing was happening, scenes of people just doing normal things, and it didn't matter what it was, they acted as if it was for comic relief, and then they laughed at it as if it was the funniest thing in the world, so loudly that it killed every single fucking moment of suspense, or just, it totally took me out of the movie. For instance, there was a scene where, these people are investigating a house, and they go into this room that belonged to a young child. And, in the shot, because they set it up as a kid's, room because, it belonged to a kid in the movie, there's a toy truck on the floor, because kids play with toy trucks. And once it showed that toy truck, the camera casually showed the toy truck. The audience laughed and hollered as if it was trying to be funny that there was a toy truck in there. Any single look anyone made, and just anything, people would laugh hysterically, and then one time they fucking cheered after something. There's a scene where Patrick Wilson, in the movie, Patrick Wilson, is taken over by, this evil spirit, and they see him kind of smiling, after they're talking about, oh, I think there's something wrong with Daddy, and then they see him kind of looking there, kind of looking evil. They laughed hysterically, and then cheered. They cheered as if it was in the comedy that just did the funniest thing ever, and they clapped at it, and I wanted to kill all of them. And hearing from other people's experiences, hearing from other screenings, and now that this movie's released, people who have seen this movie this weekend, I'm hearing that the same thing is happening. The exact same thing is happening where people would just react just totally inappropriately and obnoxiously at things that are just normal. And whenever the movie tries to actually be scary, and I'm supposed to be scared, the audience would just react, scream and laugh, and, oh, God, and then the reactions after this would just go on, even if it's not even trying to be that scary, just, one of those little kind of short jump scares that it's trying to give you, people would just not shut up about it afterwards, and it's just ridiculous, and I wanted just bad things to happen. And I guess that same thing is happening for most people. Every time, pretty much everyone I've heard from who has gone to this movie, the audiences are doing that. So I'm giving a PSA to you people who do this. Shut the fuck up, okay? People hate you. When you go into this theater and make a bunch of noise like this, realize that there are people in that theater who hate you, who want to fucking kill you. You are hated by people when you do this, okay? And I'm not going to tolerate it when you act like that. I tolerated it for Insidious 2 because I was a screening, and it was Insidious 2, I wasn't going to leave the theater. I did, shout back to a person because they were being fucking retarded, and I'm going to use this example as another PSA announcement. When in horror movies, when there are investigators involved, if something paranormal is going on and they bring in investigators, their job is to investigate the place. So in Insidious 2, when you see investigators come into the house and start looking through doors and stuff, and searching through the house and seeing things mysterious and looking and checking what they are, don't say, what? What? They're being so stupid. They're doing that because they're fucking investigators. They're not stupid, you're stupid, and you need to shut the fuck up, because I called out to one of those people who were saying, what? They're being so stupid, why are they doing that? I called out and told them because they're fucking investigators. Please just don't do this, don't behave this way. People don't like you, you're hated by most of, the nation and most of the world. You people, you gotta realize that when people make lists of annoying people in social places, I mean, you're high on the top of the list. People hate annoying moviegoers, and just don't be a fucking douchebag. And just realize that if you're gonna behave this way in Insidious 2 this weekend, just know that I don't like you, okay? I don't like you. You do not have my respect. If you are a fan of my channel or anything, and you're gonna do that, I don't like you, okay? I don't want to be your friend, and I want you to unsubscribe to me. But yeah, Insidious 2, I did make a review for that, and I will try to upload that. I don't know why I haven't yet. I also saw Gravity a couple days ago. Pretty early screening for that, and I'll definitely review that soon, this weekend, probably today. So yeah, look out for that, and fuck you, annoying film goers.